Today's video takes us back to Christmas Eve 2020 in Cebu, Philippines. We started our day by driving around 2.5 hours from Liloan to the municipality of San Remigio, where we spent the first half of our day relaxing on the longest beach in Cebu. All of that can be seen in our previous video. We continue the adventure just as we pull into another resort further down along the same beach with one goal in mind: food. Okay, so now we're at the, what is this place called?
San Remigio Beach Resort?
Beach Club. We're at the San Remigio Beach Club Resort, which is like the higher end, fancier area to come to. Exact same beach though. We are literally just down the road, down the beach from where we were just at. We decided to go to the other one because, okay, I think there's more to do here, honestly. I'm for sure there's more to do here. But we wanted to go to the other one because we wanted the more authentic, adventure-y experience. But that doesn't mean we're not going to check this place out. I don't know if we're going to do everything here today or not. We actually just came here for food because they have a cafe. So we're going to eat first and then we'll figure out if we want to check everything here out or if we want to save it for another day and make it its own thing. But either way, know this one exists just down the road, and this is your higher end one. This is where if you're coming on your 2-week trip to North Cebu, this might be the spot to stay at. And then you could even check out the other part of the beach where we were just at from here. Just drive down there if you want to check it out. It's a cheap entrance fee, so not that big of a deal. Take note of the prices. This is Cafe Gloria at the San Remigio Beach Club, and it's really nice. Their menu has a lot of really good food on it. We did just order pizza and mango shakes though, and I just want to set the record straight because we get pizza often when we're traveling, and I just want to tell you guys why we do that. It's not just because we only like pizza. There's actually a lot of things on the menu we'd love to have. The two of us, we're still really budget travelers right now. I'm not complaining. I'm not like, everything's cool. The best way to get us both fed for a good price is a pizza, because it's normally a really good price to feed 2 people instead of ordering 2 separate dishes. As the channel grows and gets bigger and bigger, hopefully you'll see less and less pizza on the tables of Cody and Izai as we travel. A little trivia, Izai actually came here with an ex-boyfriend. Whoa! Thank you. What do you think? Not impressed? Alright, that pizza was a load of hot garbage, but at least our stomachs are full, and I will not deny that the mango shakes were amazing. Just get something that's not the pizza here. I don't think they specialize in pizza at all. I was gonna try to say something funny to transition to you in this chair, but look, Izai's in the chair. Whoa, the Queen of Thrones. What's that called?
Ratan?
Ratan. Ratan everywhere. Handmade. Mm-hmm. Jesus, that looks like it probably took a long time. And I have another one. So we are just going to explore around the area, see what all they've got. I already showed you their sign earlier of what they offer. It's one of those places where it's like this almost everywhere in the Philippines. Everything's just broken up into different prices. Just because you pay your entrance and everything does not mean you get to do anything else. But yeah, I showed you the sign with the prices on it, so keep that in mind if you want to do any of the extra stuff here. And let's just check out the grounds themselves. He doesn't want you to leave him. He meows like Tyrion.
Wanna come with us? To Liloan?
You can be our 11th cat. Oh my god. Takong itlog. Lagi. Hi, Iro. Are you guys friends? You ready to go for a swim? This place just screams of like, it's nice, but not good enough. I don't know how to explain it. It screams of like, they have nice things that they offer, like the island hopping and the taking you on dives and the zip line and things like that. And they have a nice fancy restaurant. But everything else here, like this beach is pretty eh. I mean, it is low tide, but even if not, rather small. And this pool's not even, there's nothing in it. I don't know. I mean, it's nice, but honestly, the beach that we went to in the last vlog, went to this morning, I liked it about 100 times better. It reminded me of like an Alona beach from before it was built up. Like, it's pretty much exactly the same, like, in my eyes. If you were to take me there and tell me you transported back 30 years to Alona Beach, I would have believed you. This place just feels like it was something cool, but then it wasn't really maintained, and they just do the cool part is like the extras that you buy. It's not the actual place anymore. A little unfortunate, but still cool. Still a nice place. So it looks like they do have this little pool here, which we didn't see at first. It's just the one by the ocean that's not working. So you can still swim here if you come here. It's just interesting that it's like it's the San Remigio Beach Club, pero everyone's in the pool, not at the beach. Kind of funny. Well, we did not come here for this today. We had our fun. I think we're gonna start heading home. I don't know how long this drive is gonna be because now we're gonna have traffic. You think it's really traffic on Christmas Eve? Izai has no idea. Izai has lived in the Philippines her whole life and she hasn't been able to tell me a single thing about what people do on Christmas Eve here.
Because I don't go out on Christmas Eve. I told you. We stay at home. We prepare food for Christmas. I don't come out.
We're gonna go home. I don't know if we're gonna stay up till midnight or not. Izai says we're supposed to stay up till midnight and be, oh, Christmas! And then we do presents. But Izai and I actually don't have any presents for each other. We couldn't get anything this year. But it's okay. Next year, when we're overflowing in presents, we'll look back and we'll look fondly at this time. And besides, had an awesome Christmas Eve. This is the weirdest, craziest Christmas Eve I've ever had at the beach. I've never experienced anything over like freezing degree weather for Christmas Eve. All right, let's go home. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Even though it was a little bit of a short one, I really wanted to put this all together anyway because we had the footage and I didn't just want to throw it all away and have it go to waste, even though it didn't really fit in with the last vlog, because a lot of people tell me that they watch our videos to find places to stay and cool places to go, and I wanted to show that this place does exist even though we didn't get to explore nearly everything there is to do here. We wanted to just make sure you guys know it is here, so this is an option for you. So that's where this video came from. That being said, this is the part where I replied to comments from the last video, and our last video was where we explored the longest beach in Cebu in San Remigio. Yeah, let's just jump into this one. This first comment isn't actually the one that we're replying to, but I have to read it to get to the one we're actually replying to. So Daddy J said, the sand is not fine enough compared to other locations in Cebu itself, so maybe that's the reason why it's not developed. If they open up to foreign ownership, the vacant land will be gone in minutes. Okay, that's fine. Daddy J was just saying that this is why he thinks it's not developed. Izai got into a bit of a, not argument, but a discussion in the comments below. There were a couple of people involved. You can go read all that on the last video. People just kind of going back and forth of whether or not the sand is fine, how nice is this beach in San Remigio compared to other beaches, and Izai is going on the point that it's a great beach. We loved it. We've seen a lot of places in the Philippines and in Cebu specifically. We've seen pretty much all of the very famous beaches in the south, and that we think it's just as good. Hold on, my cat wants out. Okay, so later on we got this comment. La la maha ha ha. La 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 maha ha ha. Izai did. Toxic Filipino pride mindset. Just accept the fact that not all is accord to your ends. San Remigio sands are incomparable to other top tourist beach destinations in Cebu. Compared this one to Bantayan, Moabual, Alcoy, even Tabuelan have finer beaches. And yes, I can contest to that as I'm from Bogo City, near the town of San Remigio. You're that kind of Filipino who puts pride on every time the Philippines is acknowledged. Stop being so cheap. This is the comment I'm replying to today. First, this made me really mad when I read it, I'm gonna be honest, but then it kind of made me just laugh because it's like clearly either they don't realize that they're talking to the girl who's in the video, or they know and they just fully misunderstand Izai completely. But we have to come to the defense. It's time. Just so you know everything I'm about to say, Izai and I discussed this beforehand. Izai's working. She's always working when I'm recording these videos. It's just how things work out. This isn't all just coming straight from me putting words in her mouth. These are things we discussed beforehand for me to talk about and say in this video. So first of all, Izai only mentioned that she was Filipina because the original commenter, Daddy J, was saying that his friend married a Filipina and that's why he knew what he was talking about. We've both seen a ton of beaches in the Philippines and extensively traveled Cebu. And Izai is absolutely not a toxic Filipino who just simps for any time the Philippines is acknowledged in a video. If anything, Izai is the biggest critic that I've ever seen, especially to her own country. Almost always when we're making videos and visiting spots, it's me trying to defend something to her and say like, this place is good, while she's like, nah dude, it's not good enough. Always. She's not just simping over and over again like, oh, this is such a nice spot in the Philippines, we have to show it off, we have to get acknowledged. That's not how Izai is at all. So I don't know where you came up with that. That makes me think you haven't watched the videos and you don't know anything about Izai. And yet, even though she is such a hard critic, she was avidly defending this beach. Izai's fighting so hard in the comments to not let people just tear down this beach because the whole mission of We Wonder is to promote less famous spots in the Philippines when it's actually a really good spot, while also promoting famous spots as well. To us, nothing gets a pass, and everything is worth looking at evenly and fairly evaluating for our viewers. It seems like so often people only want to talk about and promote the spots in the Philippines that are already famous. We get it all the time. It seems like anytime we post a video of a spot that is less famous, we'll get comments saying, yeah, it's nice, I guess, but it's not as good as insert famous spot here. We're constantly trying to show that these spots are just as good, they just aren't developed yet. Honestly, things like this are why less famous spots never become famous. It isn't because the spot doesn't have potential and isn't good enough. It's because people don't let it grow. Anytime people start talking about it and start trying to show it off, you'll get other people coming in who are like, yeah, it's okay, I guess, but have you seen Wall? To us, what's toxic is continually putting down less famous spots and pushing only the famous ones. How does that let things grow? Finally, I just want to say, Izai and I both honestly do feel that the sand and water here in San Remigio is just as good as in Bantayan, Mualboal, Bajan, any of the beaches we've seen in Cebu. And we have, like I said, extensively traveled Cebu, not just Cebu, but other parts of the Philippines as well. And we still think this sand is just as good. If you watched us at all, you'll know that we're super honest, and if a place sucks or if a place isn't as good, even slightly, we're gonna mention it because we want to let you guys know. We want to only promote things that are great, and when we promote things that aren't as great, we're honest about the shortcomings. For example, at this beach, admittedly, it didn't have much corals or fish underneath the water to see. It's just a beautiful long stretch of white sand beach and beautiful blue water. Honestly, we just felt that trying to be like, yeah, but it's not good enough. It's not as good as these other beaches. It's almost pointless. At this point, they're all long white sand stretches of beautiful beach. It all comes down to personal preference. Because no, I don't think objectively it's worse in any way than any beach in South Cebu, other than that it hasn't been developed, I guess. Okay, went a little long on that one. 2 more comments really quick. Raymond Ortiz said, I really like your drone shots showing how long that beach is. I would love to go for a morning jog on the long stretch of sand. I wonder, pun, if they allow overnight camping on the beach out there. My family and I did it when I was a kid and it was a lot of fun. They definitely do allow overnight camping. When we went to the resort that we were at, there were tents set up everywhere, people camping all over. I can't remember how much it is, but I think it was only 100, between like 100 and 200 pesos, I think. Let me check really quick. Okay, yeah, it's 50 pesos entrance fee and then 100 pesos for a tent. So for 100 pesos only, you can bring your own tent and definitely camp on the beach. And it looked really worth it and really fun. James Arnold said, I watched your older videos and all I can say is I miss Chubby Cody. Well, James, Chubby Cody might be coming back, dude. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Quarantine bot is getting out of hand. It's getting bad. I'm in a constant battle right now, but all I'll say is your dreams might come true. But I'm gonna do everything I can to keep them from coming true. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to leave your comments down below for a chance to be featured at the end of the next vlog, and keep wondering.